Thank you for coming in, hanging out with me today. Hi, guys. It's been a long day for me already. Just, um, so I haven't. Okay, I want to start off with a garden talk first before we go into a rant because that's what my channel's about first and foremost. But I'm just trying to stay relevant in the YouTube world and keep going live and keep doing my thing. Because if I don't, I'm afraid that I'm gonna not have a channel anymore. Hello, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Leave a comment, hit the thumbs up. So, okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do as far as a garden. Just thinking about a garden this year is kind of stressing me out. Mainly because I got a lot going on with my son. So that's another kind of thing I have going on. It's kind of stressing me out. It's not really a rant. It's more like I'm stressed out. Okay, one person, can you say something or give me a thumbs up? I'd appreciate it. um, so, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Give me a thumbs up and double click on your screen. So I'm kind of stressed out about the garden thing. So I got seeds. I gotta get, and you know what? I'm gonna do that this afternoon. I'm gonna sit down. Shoot, I don't know how I'm gonna do it actually. I need to clean my house. Um, I need to clean my house before we go on our trip, and I need to do a lot of things. So I'm kind of like, my brain is going 100 miles an hour. So, but I need to go and sit down and go over all the seeds and everything that I want to plant this year. Even if I don't use bonjour, s'il vous plaît, Marcia, or is it Marisol? Marisol? Thank you for coming in. So I need to figure that out. I need to figure out exactly what I'm going to plant. And then I also need to put my freaking seeds away. I don't know if any of you guys have issues with that, but for me, like, I have so many seeds. It's Marcel. Oh, thank you. Yes, this is a garden channel. Have you checked it out? So that's another thing, is like I have so many seeds all over the place, just in boxes and here and there in bags, and like I need to go over it. I need to take a look at it. I need to figure out what I'm going to plant this year, how I'm going to plant it. So I'm a little stressed, not just in this planting seeds, but just with everything that I have going on. And then, okay, so I haven't flown in a really long time, and I think the last time I flew somewhere, I had a carry-on. I didn't even check any luggage. I just did a carry-on, and I was young and didn't care, and I just packed some clothes and a toothbrush and left. But now that I'm older, I'm thinking, oh my God, I have to pack this, I have to pack that, I have to pack this. And so I'm a little bit stressed out as far as that is concerned. So I think when I get home, I just need to be a little more organized as far as that's concerned. I did ask for some people's advice as to what I can bring on an airplane. So, I bought little bottles that I can fill up for my shampoo and conditioner and stuff like that. I don't speak French, Marisol, so I'm sorry. My really good friend Viper does, but he's not in the chat, so sorry. So anyway, I'm just parler de quoi? So I'm just a little stressed out over that. And okay, so the past few days, the school has been calling me and, or not calling me, but they'll text me, or like they texted or they called my husband today and told us that my son is just at school has just been extremely angry and stuff. And they did that today as well. So that is stressing me out too, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I'm taking my son on a plane here in the next 20 days, and he is acting up. So that has got my stress really, really high. And then I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I got to figure it out. But today it's beautiful. So I don't know. And then it's also like, okay, today is beautiful, but tomorrow I guess it's supposed to snow like hell. So I was thinking about I have poppy seeds that I had purchased from um, Baker Creek. So I thought about getting those outside and getting those planted. Um, and so I at least have something going on. Also, if you guys have columbine seeds, you want to get those in the ground right now too, because they need a cold period of time before they bloom or before they even pop up. So, and I'm trying not to let everything get to me right now. I'm trying very hard not to be stressed out because I'm trying to lose a little weight before I go on vacation. So, and so I was like, doing really well. I still am doing really well, but I'm trying really hard not to be um, completely stressed. So, um, I gotta get my shit together today. I have to get my shit together. So, thank you guys for coming in. 10 people in the chat. Give me a 5 thumbs up. Oh, 5 thumbs up. 5 people. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Okay, I totally missed that comment. I don't really care about your ding dong. Boom. I don't speak that language. I believe that's French, and I don't speak it, so. Sorry. If you don't speak English, I'm not going to be able to talk back to you, so. Boom. Plus, I don't really know what you're saying, so that could be a problem as well. 6 thumbs up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. So, yes, that's what I got going on. And so I got to work today. I was just like feeling very irritated. No habla español. Not españolza. What's españolza? I don't know. I don't know what españolza is. You're killing me. Hello, Zed. Thank you for coming in. What else? I don't know. It's Rant Tuesday. So what is bothering you? Leave it in the chat. Keep it kind of clean though, because if not, I'm going to have to delete you from the channel. Do you speak Australian? Good day, mate. Well, anybody I think can speak Australian. So yeah. Hey, Victoria. Thank you for coming in. I missed the first removal. It's okay, because what it does is it gives me views, and I will take it. Take it. I'll just erase it as it comes. Yeah, I can't really speak Australian either. Oh, Lord. I know Australians do have a way about them, though, that it is hard to understand sometimes, but the shrimp on the bobby. I like shrimp, by the way. Shrimp is like my favorite. Yes. I love shrimp. I think my favorite though is surf and turf. I like a steak with shrimp on top. That is my favorite. Thank you guys for coming in, supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. And thanks for listening to my rants. Yesterday I had a big rant about Zelensky and what has been going on. And it's funny because the stuff still keeps coming up about it. About him, and it's really weird. Zelensky, the president of the Ukraine. So there's been a lot of weird stuff going on, like them showing us video of when he was an actor and him dancing in heels. And there's just been a lot of really weird stuff on my Facebook feed about Zelensky. And yeah. Steak with shrimp on top. I'll have to ask my son about that because he is a huge fan of both. Yes, surf and turf. That's what they call it. And it's delicious. And, or they put like a skewer next to it, you know, but I really like it when the shrimp is on top. I don't know why. Why do I like it like that? I don't know. But it's really rare that I get steak and shrimp together, but I will eat it like that. It's delicious. Delicious. So yeah, I have been working really hard at just trying to be healthy in general and really watching what I've been eating, been drinking a lot of protein shakes and you know, and stuff like that, and just been you know, so I've been doing this for a while. I haven't really said anything to anybody about it. So I'm just kind of, and then when things trigger me and I'm stressed, then I'm like, oh my God, you know, then I want freaking barbecued shrimp. Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about barbecue being on my shrimp. I like a good garlic or butter sauce or little bit of seasoning, maybe some Old Bay, but I don't know about that. Yeah, Victoria had a rant yesterday about Zelensky. About how you'll have to watch it if you really want to know, but I just was kind of irritated by the way he talked about our president, or talked to our president. Eating healthier should help your mental health too. Yeah, I guess. I don't really need help in that department, but I just want to just be better, you know? And then there's all this stuff coming out about you know, how this food is not good for you and this is not good for you. It makes it really hard to find out what exactly you can do to eat better. You're gonna die someday, eat what you want. Yeah, okay. The thing is I don't want to die early. So, yeah. But, you know, I've been trying really hard to really watch, and it's been working. It's fine. It's fine by me. It's fine. I'm just, when I get stressed out, then I want something I shouldn't have. So, but I gotta handle it. I gotta like handle it. So, who doesn't like ice cream? Actually, you know what's funny is when I was younger, I hated ice cream. There were certain things I really couldn't stand. Ice cream was one of them. I didn't really like ice cream when I was younger, and I really didn't like spaghetti. I don't know what my problem was. Yep, once you know better, you should do better. That's right. That's right. So anyway, I found a really good protein shake that I've been drinking that doesn't bother my stomach. So my problem is I'd get like an Atkins shake, or even Slim Fast now has Atkins or shakes, low keto stuff. And so I have been watching my carbs quite a bit. But my problem is I'd drink them and my stomach would get upset. I already have issues with my stomach. So Um, so my problem was is I would drink it and my stomach would get upset. And so I had a really hard time finding a protein shake that didn't upset my stomach. So I did find one and I had one this morning. Sorry, I'm drinking a diet pop, so don't judge. Um, so I found one that doesn't upset my stomach. So I've been drinking that and it's working out. I mean, I think there's two different types. There's two different types. One of them was 42 grams of protein and the other one was 27. So they have like two different types that the people make. So I've been trying both. Eat a gallon of chocolate fudge ice cream makes everything all better. I don't know about all that. A good dramatic filled life. Do I want to know? Do I want to know? So, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. So, we'll see. We'll see. And yeah, I just want to feel better. That is the main thing because with the scare that I had with my vitamin D. Oh, that was another rant that I wanted to talk about. Is Facebook. Um how many of you guys out there have family members on Facebook? Raise your hand or say so in the chat. Because Facebook is a huge problem for me. I usually don't have a whole lot of people on. You do? Okay. Does it create drama for you, Victoria? Because for me, it creates nothing but drama. Like, I have one of my mom's friends on there, and I have my aunt that they just don't get it. They don't get Facebook. I make a post and they take it seriously, and then they call my mom. I'm 40 years old, dude. Like, I just have a huge problem with that. So last night, tell me your problems. I didn't go to college, but I stayed in the Holiday Inn Express last night. Oh Lord. I'm not a fan of Facebook. I left because of family posting things. See? Okay, so my problem is I just post things. Like, I'll post funny videos. Like, I'll just post shit. I'll put it out there. I don't post extremely personal stuff about myself, you know, but I'll put it out there. I don't think that was a bad comment, but I'm gonna show it anyway. That's not a big deal. They tried to block it. Sorry. So anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of it either, to be quite honest. And I've been doing a lot more Instagram stuff. Thus, I'm Corky the Garden Slayer on Instagram, and I decided to change the name of this one to that as well. So I have both. Makes more sense. But I still have my Wide Family Farm logo. It's who we are. Yes, Marketplace does suck on Facebook. Oh my God, it sucks. So I posted something, and I talked about this like 3 or 4 days ago on here about my vitamin D and how I was having a huge issue with my vitamin D levels. And how my doctor wasn't telling me about it, and I looked at my chart and it said my vitamin D level was at 24, which is horrible. It's horrible for you. So I made a post about it. I'm like, this is what's going on with me. I'm like, I can't believe it that I'm having all these issues. Like, I was in so much pain, and then I started taking my vitamin D. So anyway, my aunt goes to my mom and tells her about it. Well, my mom doesn't understand Facebook. My mom is in her 70s. My mom doesn't Facebook. My mom doesn't have the internet. My mom doesn't email. My mom doesn't even like to turn on her television. Okay? So she doesn't understand the premise of Facebook. So once I put something out there, then my aunt calls my mom. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? If anything, you should know better. You have Facebook. You post shit all the time. Stop getting into my business. And I realize I put it on there, and it's so therefore it is everybody's business. It is public because my account, I don't get paid that much. I think the last time I got paid on Facebook, it was like 15 cents. Not that big of a deal. So, it is public. However, that's so obnoxious. Like, who does that shit? So you're going to someone that doesn't have Facebook, doesn't understand Facebook, and then they call me on it. Like, they call me, "Are you okay? Your aunt just called me and she's worried about you." And I'm like, "Are you serious? If she was that worried about me, why didn't she call me? Are you..." So it's just really, really frustrating. And it's not really my business. It was just like something I posted about vitamin D. It wasn't even like that big of a deal. But at the same time, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You get what I'm saying, Victoria? At least that someone does. It's like, it's so frustrating. And I've been dealing with this a lot. Actually, ever since I've had Facebook. So I'm thinking about just getting rid of people. But when you get rid of people, they get all bent out of shape. Like, I've gotten rid of a lot of family members just for the fact that, not that I don't want to keep in touch with them, but the fact that they just meddle. Like, you're in my business. Like, I don't go around saying what you posted on Facebook, you know. No. I wish. Hey, Kathleen, thanks for coming in, honey. Yeah, it's just so frustrating. And I have a lot of friends on Facebook. A lot of them. I have like almost 400 or 500 people on there. And I pretty much know every single person. If I haven't met them in person, like I met them on YouTube and I actually know them. I have met them. I have, you know what I mean? So it's really frustrating. I don't want to delete Facebook. But at the same time, like, stop getting in my business. Like, I don't do that to you, you know? So it's a little irritating. You have 509 people? I don't have 509 people. I have like 459, I think, something like that. And I have about 600 followers. I mean, it's not even that big of a deal. But it's frustrating when somebody is just like, why are you in my business? You're not worried about me, because if you were really worried about me, you would call me instead of calling my mother. Truth. So I'm like, I see through the BS. So and I've made comments about this before, so. Okay, well, tell me what's going on, Happy Mac. Just let it out, because I feel like we need an outlet for this shit. I feel like we just need a time where we can just complain about it and have people be like, yep, I get you. Like, yep, I feel you, you know? Because it's just so frustrating. And I feel like I have no one I can relate to as far as that's concerned. My husband doesn't Facebook. Like, he'll post something every once in a while. This is the thing. He doesn't post, but he videos. Like, he flips through the reels, you know, and he doesn't post, but he'll like, oh, did you see this funny video? Or, you know, or something like that. He doesn't post. So anyway, I just get really irritated by that. Like, why do you need to do that? It's like a false, sorry, I had to burp. It's like false, what do you do when you pretend to care about somebody? That's what that is. Like, you don't really care. What you're trying to do is get me in trouble with my mommy. And I'm 40 years old, and I have a son and I have a family, and you're not getting me in trouble with my mom. It's just showing me what kind of person you are. A PVC cement can. Yes. How tight a lid becomes to take off a PVC cement can. Hmm. My husband isn't on social media at all. He watches things, but he doesn't have an account. Oh, okay. I just want people to be honest. Don't tell me you're going to do something and then leave me hanging over every flipping thing. Just say no. Giant poo. True. That is so true. I am one of those people that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Now, for instance, if I say I'm going to do something and I don't get to it right away, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to do it. I will do it. But I am also one of those people that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I don't leave people hanging. You like turtles and coffee. I'm so glad it's that. Dork. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. And that was kind of the big premise of my rant today, is that if somebody doesn't, like, for instance, my mom doesn't have Facebook. Like, don't go to her about things about Facebook because she doesn't understand it. And she's going to be upset about it because she's from an era where she didn't have something like that. Most famous person in history. Zed, I feel like I know you. Like you're somebody that has been in my chats before. So, yeah. I feel you, Happy Mac. I feel you. But yeah, I typically don't procrastinate unless it's something that I feel like I can't do. And then I'm like, or if it's something I'm nervous about, then I might procrastinate just a little bit. Hey, Marshmallow Man. It's Rant Tuesday. Tell me how you're feeling. What do you need to rant about? Tell us. I miss my turtles. My ex-girlfriend got them in the divorce. What? Seriously? Who fights over turtles in a divorce? I'm sorry, Zed. That's horrible. I don't know what to say. That's horrible. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I don't know how that happens too either, Victoria. I don't have Facebook because of family drama and ability to reel it in. Makes private crap public. Who does that? I don't, so delete my Facebook. Yeah. I like to share a lot of photos. Like I have photos of my son, and I like to share photos like with my family and stuff, especially family that haven't seen my son in 6 years or since he was born. So, I like to share photos. I like to show people what I'm doing from time to time. And I'm sure people like to read that. Like, who doesn't like, oh, she's doing such and such. Or I post a lot of gardening pictures. I love taking pictures. So I do a lot of pictures and stuff like that. But if I post something, don't, I don't know. I just don't know how to explain it. I hope she treats the turtle well. Turtles deserve happiness. Hey, Green Bean and Speed Bump were the best turtles ever. Green Bean and Speed Bump? Oh, this gets better. Sorry. those names are freaking hilarious. I had one turtle once. It was a Java box turtle, and I loved that thing. It was so cool. I really liked turtles. I was pissed. I was a little kid, and I was like, when I was a little kid, I was like the biggest tomboy. I always was playing with spiders and toads and frogs and worms and ants and, all that stuff. So I came across a baby turtle like this big, and I wanted to keep it. I was so excited because normally you don't see baby turtles, like not in my area. And if they do, they're going to be a snapping turtle because we have like a lot of swamps and stuff. Raised them from the size of a quarter. Oh, that's really sad. I'm so sorry, Zed. So my grandpa at the time, uh, dumped it out. I don't know where it went, where he dumped it out at. I had no idea. But I was really upset because I was planning on keeping that turtle. I really wanted that turtle. So my grandma felt bad and went out and bought me an expensive box turtle. And so I had that thing for a while. See, if I put up gardening pictures, someone would say, "Why aren't you doing stuff for me since you have made me ugly?" Who the hell says that? My gardening is life. It's life. Save, I can. Like, it's life. So I'm not wasting my time. And anyone who says that is an absolute moron. Yes, we like gardening. This is a gardening channel, typically. Hey, James Oliver. Thanks for coming in. I had a sun turtle once, a tiny one named Softums. I went away for a week and my mother didn't water him, and though she said she would, and he died from drying out. I'm sorry, that sucks. I do enjoy my life. I love gardening. If you do check out some of my videos, will completely explain everything. So, now the thing with Facebook though is shorts. Everybody wants shorts. They don't want long videos. So, I will try and do as much shorts as I possibly can. Turtle abuse. Zed, where are you from and what country are you from? Because at first you said Australia. Just curious. With the name like Zed, I would assume that you're from Canada, but I'm not sure. James Oliver, thank you for coming in. How did you hear about us, or did you just randomly search? Yep, that's under the do crap that you said you would category. Yeah. Yeah. I really get disappointed sometimes in people. I really need to watch that because I think it took me a really long time to figure out that not all people are like me, or not all people are the same, have the same ethics, you know? No, I haven't done that yet, but when I get back from no, we did. We did. My husband did. He started his. Yeah. They're in the basement. I forgot that he did that. He started a bunch of stuff already. Um in the basement. So, um sorry. I'm watching. Um Yes, we did get that started. Yep, that's under the do crap. Yeah. So I used to feel like disappointed when I relied on somebody for their word, you know? Um, especially if they said, yes, I am going to do this. And when they didn't do it, I would get really like kind of offended, like really upset. Now I'm just like, I just expect that from people. They say they're going to do something and then they don't do it. So that just happens. But before, like, I used to be, like, really upset when people would go back on their word or something like that. So, actually, I left green bean in her tank in Tennessee and went to Virginia for Christmas for 3 weeks. It froze the entire tank when I got home. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's horrible. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. I've never even heard that before. That's wild. Yes, exactly, Happy Mac. They are not like us. That's truth. Like, I just don't think people get it. So, yeah, I just don't think people get it. I cannot believe your turtle was still alive after all that. Under 5 inches of ice. That's crazy. I pulled out my heat gun and Green Bean was so happy. Aw. Yeah, I can imagine that that would have been really hard on them. I've never had that issue before, but I always wondered where turtles go though, like in the wintertime, if they must bury themselves or something. And I cannot believe that your wife got green bean. What the hell? You saved its life and what the hell? Here I am talking about a turtle that I don't know. It's crazy. So, yeah, that's kind of my rant for the day is the Facebook thing. Like, it's just really frustrating. And what I'm gonna have to start doing, and do this because it's kind of a pain in the ass, is I'm gonna have to start blocking, keep them on Facebook so they can see everything, but they won't see my posts. And that's kind of like a pain in the ass, but that's what I'm gonna have to start doing because I can't live like that. Like, I'm 40 years old and I can't live with like, oh my God, you're gonna tell my mom. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay, hold on. How do you get a divorce from a girlfriend? And why? Okay, if it was a girlfriend, then why'd she take your turtles? I would have been not happy. Yeah. Well, the thing is I use Facebook as like a thing for YouTube too. Like I have a group on Facebook. I have our Wide Family Farm garden group. I have about close to 300 people in there. And I share a lot of gardening pictures. I share a lot of stuff. I do a lot of stuff on Facebook as far as YouTube is concerned. And this is a business. So I do that. However, people, yes, I'm going to tell mom, like kind of attitude. I just hate that. I find it a really, really obnoxious. I wanna do a farmer's market. My problem is I can't do it all the time because of my son. I don't have anybody to watch my son. And that's kind of the reason why I have cut out a lot of YouTubing because I don't have anybody to watch my son. And I know some people laugh because I'm in my car. However, this is the only time I have to myself. So I'm doing this on restricted time. You know what I'm saying? So I can't always just jump on the computer or do this or do that, you know? So it's frustrating, but I can't just because I don't want my son. It's one thing if I video my son, but it's another thing if I'm doing a live, my son comes walking in. I don't like that. Um there's just, little things like that. But I would love to do farmers markets. I want to do more farmers markets. And I feel like the older I get, I'm probably never going to do it because I'm getting old. Hello, bushcraft. Thank you for coming in. I don't think so. You would probably have to go to a reptile show. By the way, Ohio, I live in Ohio. Ohio has a lot of reptile shows. Like, a lot. So you can get snakes and all different kinds of stuff. One time I accidentally walked in on a reptile show. Um, my husband and I went to a park, and at the park, hey, Vidra, thanks for coming in. What's up? One time we wanted to go hiking or whatever, but at the park they have, it's at a house. There's a house there. It's a really old house built in like the 1800s, and they have like a garage, and inside the garage they had a reptile show, which was kind of cool. I'm like, oh, this is neat. Like, it was random, like, and they had a reptile show. But for the most part, like, I think West Virginia has reptile shows too, so where you can get like spiders and all different kinds of weird shit. Yeah, well, yeah, but if you want a really cool look, by the way, I wouldn't mind getting one of those what are they, tortoises? Like, I love that they just walk around, and like, I just think those things are so cool, but they live forever. So it's a really big responsibility to have an animal like that because they live forever. So you would have to find, if you take really good care of it, you have to find someone that will take care of it after you die, you know. I have to do farmers markets this year. Money is elusive this year. Only thing I got in my pockets is lint. That's my lint. No, I can't share. Yeah. I hate, though, of going back to work. The thought of, sorry, I can't read apparently. Going back to work at the zoo, but I'm thinking about it. At the zoo, that kind of would be fun. Starbucks Christmas blend with pumpkin spice latte creamer. What? Pumpkin spice? What? No thanks. Oh, so is that your rant for the day? Like, I don't like pumpkin spice anything. Okay, what I really like is anything apple spice, apple cider. Those are my kind of things, but I don't like pumpkin spice. Too much turtle talk. Unless it's the Ninja Turtles. Happy Mac. I've been trying to get into this Guinness Book World Records. Been saving the lint from my belly button since 1984. Oh my God, you totally sound like Prepper 101. That's kind of funny. But yeah, farmer's market I would love to do if I could find someone to watch my son while I do it. And I could totally make money off of it because we did really good when we did the farmer's market. I know one year Tractor Supply did farmer's markets, and we did really good at that. And we had fun doing it. And we met some people. We met people that did honey. So we got, we traded with a lot of people and got a jar of honey and lots of different stuff. So I do make jelly. I don't make jelly. I like jam more. But yes, I do make those. However, I can't sell them. So I would have to sell my produce, and I do grow a lot of vegetables. I grow a ton of tomatoes, and cucumbers and carrots and all that stuff. But yes, I do like jam. That's one of my favorite things. And I made a ton of blueberry jam last year because we have about 5 blueberry bushes. So I made a really awesome blueberry jam. By the way, I still have a ton of blueberries and stuff frozen from last year, and I was going to make wine. Oh, you really like that? Ah! I get really embarrassed really easily. So thank you for listening to that. That's funny, Vidra. I didn't know you did that or watched that. Well, thank you. It's just something I really like to do, and I back in the day, I used to karaoke a lot. I used to have a lot of fun actually, and we used to carry every Wednesday actually. By the way, I was so much more hardcore when I was in my 20s than I am now. I used to, I don't even know how I did it. I went to school in Cleveland, which was almost an hour and 20 minutes away. And we would go out every Wednesday night, and I would get intoxicated and then have to wake up at 6 a.m. to be at school, and drive an hour and a half away. And I did it a lot. I did, we we did it a lot. We had a lot of good memories though, and did a lot of cool karaoke. We had so much fun. It was such a cool place. And blueberry smoothie. That sounds good. College was fun. Yes. Um I don't know. I'm more mature now, so I don't know. But yeah, it was probably some of the best times of my life for sure. Um yeah. By the way, I'm not gonna do smoothies. We have a ton of elderberries too, so we're waiting for the weather to cool down or to warm up just a little bit because what we're gonna do is make wine. And if I do make wine, I'm going to video it. I think that's really cool and really cool to show people. So we have a bunch of elderberries and have a bunch of raspberries and blueberries, and it's going to be all organic. We're also going to get organic sugar, so the wine that we make is going to be 100% organic. I'm excited about that. Never mind, I won't go there. My grades suck, but my blood alcohol level was high. I think everybody's like that in college, though. I think everybody is. Yeah. But yeah, I used to have, okay, I'm not embarrassed to say this because I worked really hard, but I did work at McDonald's during the time that I was going to college. So, and I always knew the managers or whatnot. So we would go out drinking and then, or whatever. I'd always have a designated driver, by the way. I was never that stupid. So then we would always go to McDonald's afterwards. But at that time, McDonald's just started doing the late night shift, like all nighters. I don't know why they started that. Then they stopped doing it. I think COVID really shut them down. But so we would go there and I knew the managers and the managers would always give us free food. So we went out drinking and then we would go and get free food. I have been working on my singing as well. Have you, Vidra? Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you listened to that. I really don't think that sometimes I really don't think people care. I know Grammy Karen listens to some of my stuff, but it's just like it's just random stuff. It's not anything spectacular. I'm not playing an instrument. So yeah, thank you for listening to me. I appreciate it. Have a good day, everyone. Oh, bye, Zed. Thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe and come back. Thank you for stopping in, Zed. This year, I'm going to DIY potato starch to give it a try. Huh. I never heard of that. Okay. Wow, I still want to make some wine. Former McDonald's guy yourself. Yeah. Long time ago when I was in my 21. I don't know. Let's see. I was 18 and then 18. I can't remember why. I used to work at I worked at a pizza place. Okay. I did that for a while, but I only worked there while I was going to college for like 3 days a week and I needed more money. And McDonald's was willing to work around my schedule and they were paying me more than this little, you know, Papa mom and pop pizza place. So, I switched to that. Well, they hired me in as a manager and it was horrible. I hated it. I am not I they to hire somebody in as a manager that has never worked at fast food, the employees make your life a living hell. It was really bad. So I worked there for, I think I worked there for close to 2 years while I was going to school. So and that was okay. I got days off that I needed because I needed them off for school, and it worked out fine. I learned how to make wine in college in biochem. My grandpa drank it all. I loved grandpa. Yes, that's great. That is so awesome. That's so funny. And actually, that reminds me of my grandma. My grandma would love to drink. Her favorite drinks were scotch and water, or she would drink this beer. I don't know if you can get it anywhere, but you definitely can get it in Ohio. It was called honey brown beer, and it was like really dark German beer. My grandma was German and really enjoyed that. But yes, an occasional scotch and water was her drink as well. So that's kind of funny. Um, and pork rinds and ice cream. It was nothing for her to drink a beer and eat ice cream. Like, I don't understand that, but she did. So, I really miss my grandma. But yeah, I know how to make wine. We've made stuff before. We have all the equipment for it. We just have to get around to doing it. And I believe we still have the yeast. I'm not sure. We might have to go. I have a wine store near us. They can actually, this is really cool though. They have a place in their store where you can make your own wine, and then you just come back, and then they give you the bottles, and you can fill your own, and you can make your own, and you can make your own labels. So say for instance you were having a wedding and you wanted to make all your own wine for your wedding, then you can put your names on them and stuff for your wedding, which is really cool. Really cool concept. And then they have like a store, and then you can also, taste their cheese and crackers or whatever they have. It's like a winery. But whatever. So then they also have a store in the back. And in the back they sell anything and everything to help with your wine needs. Like anything that you're doing to make wine. They sell the yeast, they sell the grains, they sell all of that. So the store is actually really cool. And my husband and I took a wine class there years and years and years ago. I would have to say it's about 16 years ago. And so that and we had been going there off and on, and they really have some really awesome wine. So I got a cider press last year. It needs some fixing, but I can't wait to use it. Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome. I love cider. I've never seen my grandpa drink anything before the wine. It's sort of crazy funny. That's funny. That's a really good memory. That's awesome. Um, when we sold my grandparents' place, which I'm living in now, but at the time I couldn't afford to buy it. I already had another house, so it was not an option. So they sold my grandparents' house, but at the time, my grandpa had this cellar in the basement, and I knew where he kept his wine. And so I had taken 12 gallon-sized jugs out of that cellar, and I kept them for myself. When I was moving to move back into their house, um, quite a few years later, I had these gallon jugs of this wine that my grandfather made. Um, and he made them out of plums. So, and um, my husband drank some of it. That was like really old. I would say it was at least 30 plus years old, at least. Um, and so I still have a couple of those jugs. We threw out a lot of it, but I still have 2 gallon-sized jugs that my grandpa made. So I thought that was kind of cool. I still want to get a label, and I haven't done it yet, but I want to get a label so I can put on it with his picture on it and kind of make it, grandpa's wine or something like that. Yeah. I Everybody thought I was crazy for taking those out of the cellar, but it just meant something to me. Like, I thought it was cool. My grandpa was so cool, you know? So, I would like to make mead too. There is this mead place that my husband usually go on Saturdays, and we absolutely love it. We absolutely love it. It is so good. Mead is so good. And they have at least 20 plus varieties that they make. So, it's really neat. Sorry if you can't see me because the sun is out, and it's really kind of blurring me out. But yeah, it's called the Meadery, and it's really, really, really good mead. A lot of people don't know there's really not a huge taste difference between mead and regular wine. It's just mead is made with honey. So, um, but it's just really, really, really good. They have some really good flavors. And their names are kind of funny and goofy, some of them. So, okay, been on for 55 minutes, guys. It's 2:14. I love honey. I was a plastic squeeze honey bear. What? What? Hold on, I have to read this. I love honey. I was a plastic squeeze honey bear in a previous life. That is funny. Yeah, in a previous life. Petra. I woke up late today just to see the tariff wars, Canadians be overzealous, no US products on the shelf, a printable list of what not to buy. Oh, good lord. I'm sorry. But I mean, clearly you can understand. I mean, we have to look out for our own country. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal if things weren't going so far south the last 4 years. So we're just trying to make up for that. So we have to prioritize a lot of things right now. And hopefully things will start changing and turning around. I don't know if this is true or not, but Elon Musk said that if we keep finding all this stuff, all this money, extra money, whatever, we can pay off our debt in 2026, which would be really awesome. I remember the deficit when President Bush was in office, and how much we were in debt because of 9/11 and different things like that. So, and then Obama added to that. So, yeah, I just can't believe how high it has gotten. If we can pay off our debt, we would be doing really good. By the way, they probably don't want us to pay off our debt. There's probably some kind of weird conspiracy about that, but let's hope that we can do that. Vitra, we got told in New York that our electric is going up $29 this month. I bought solar panels. Oh my God. $29? What the hell's going on? It doesn't make any sense. That's highway robbery. It really is. I'm hoping. Oh, kids are getting in trouble or something. I'm hoping that we can go as long as we can without air conditioning this summer, before it gets really bad. Maybe we'll go like the month of June without AC, and then when it hits in July and August, we'll turn it on. We'll see. We'll see. The last time we had a balanced budget was Clinton. How long ago was that? I think 1992. So yeah, that was a long time ago. He was president when I was younger, like 8 years old. And then before that, we had Bush Sr. So I was Bush Sr., Bill Clinton, then Bush again, and then Obama, and then now, and Trump, Biden, and then now Trump again. So it's crazy. Yeah. Gosh, I think it was around 1992. Yeah. Everybody loved Bill Clinton at that time. Everybody thought he was a great president. He did create a lot of jobs, and people say they was useless jobs because he just created a bunch of fast food jobs. But I don't know. Somehow things got really messed up in between. And, Trump has tried to fix it several times. So hopefully we can get back on track with that and fix the problems that we have. I don't know. Oh, Lord. I still got like a few minutes that I can be on here, so thank you for hanging out with me today. Please make sure to give me a thumbs up. This isn't a paid advertisement, but I don't know if you guys ever had this. This is zero sugar blackberry Dr. Pepper, diet Dr. Pepper. It is really, really freaking good. The blackberry is freaking delicious. I like Delta, but now I just have pocket lint left. Yeah, it's tough. I'm sorry. Hold on. I keep getting a glare on my phone and I can't see. Yeah, we are getting sun today. And it's nice. We're getting sun and there's clouds, but not too bad. Yeah, I have a feeling lots of things are going to start going up in price and it's not going to be it's not Trump's fault. So there's nothing we really can do about it right now at this point. We're going to try, but nothing we can do about it. Just hold on for the ride, I guess. And that's all we can do. But yeah, groceries, freaking ridiculous. That's why I want to... Oh, I got peas I need to put in the ground yet. I gotta do that. But yeah, so that's why we would try to save as much vegetables and do all that as much as we can, because it's expensive to buy that stuff in the store. I wanted to do solar panels, but my husband thinks it's a waste, so I don't know. I thought about it. I thought it'd be a good idea to put them on our barn, you know, but it was actually cheaper to go through Amazon than their own site. I need one Delta Max Pro to make sure the furnace and the fireplace come on and the power out. Yeah, that's a really great idea. We thought about getting a generator, so eventually I think we'll do that. My mom has one, and it comes on immediately after the power goes out, and it can last up to a week. But yeah, that's kind of costly. So that's something that we have to really think about if we're going to get it here in the near future. A lot of times though too, you'll see somebody selling their Generac. By the way, those Generacs are really kind of large, and then you have to eventually rent out. By the way, I don't think I want to rent a tank. I think I want to buy a tank, because a lot of people rent those tanks and they're such a pain in the butt. So I think I wouldn't rent one. I think I would just buy one. And you have to find a place to put your propane tank and all that stuff. Oh, somebody's showing up in their motorcycle. I never thought about the plasma. Wait, hold on. Also wanting to pick up a plasma TV for warmth, 580 watt space heater TV. I have a plasma television. I have a funny story about that. So years and years ago, I don't know if you remember a store called H.H. Gregg, but years and years ago, my husband and I were living in an apartment, and we bought a plasma television. It was like the first thing that we purchased together. It was freaking heavy and it was huge. And that was like almost, wow, 15 years ago. And we still have it. It still works. It still does great. And we were always told that like those plasma televisions won't last very long. They'll last maybe about 8 years, or whatever. But so far it is still going strong, and it's probably one of the best TVs that we have ever had. It's an LG plasma television. It's awesome. My sister's neighbor has a Generac. I didn't know they were so loud. Yes, my mom's goes through a cycle. I can't remember if it's every Wednesday or every Thursday, but I can hear it from my house. I can hear her generator going through the cycle. It does it like once a week. It just runs to, it does its check or whatever. I almost clicked the chicken leg emoji instead of the thumbs up. That's funny. That's really funny. All right, guys, I am going to have to get off of here because my son's going to come out here before too long, so I have to get him. But thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with me. Thank you for giving me all the thumbs up. Thank you for participating and talking to me today and listening to my rants. And if you have a special rant that you want to talk about and it's appropriate, go ahead and put it in the chat because, it's nice to get that stuff out, And I had the Facebook rant for the day, and it's just very frustrating. So if you can relate, then yeah, that's great. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming in, and hopefully I'll have more content for you guys, more videos and stuff like that. And I haven't determined whether or not I just want to do like little shorts or if I do want to do long videos. Haven't figured that out yet. But thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with me today, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.